Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Jackie Chip, and today we're gonna go for a little bit of a different video than what's usually on my channel. I've never done one of these types of videos hardly, so let me know if there's any ways I can improve. But basically, this is just gonna be a quick little summary and sort of a rant on Elden Ring Nightreign. All right, FromSoft, you really put yourself in a certain situation here. So let's talk a little bit about Elden Ring Nightreign. If you don't live under a rock, then you might have seen or heard the announcement of a new FromSoftware game. That's a massive W, right? Well, needless to say, we're getting a lot, and I mean a lot of mixed opinions on this game. And the shit isn't even out yet. People are calling shame upon FromSoft's legacy, their repertoire, calling the game a cash grab. Like, I don't even know if people understand what the term cash grab means anymore. We're just labeling things just to label them.
Like, if you're a broke boy, just say so.
But in all seriousness, let's dissect this just a little bit. Let's go over some more serious and not so serious skepticism. One of the things I'm seeing a lot is how Miyazaki isn't a part of this game. Miyazaki's probably right now cooking up something seriously stellar in the kitchen right now. And whether he chose not to or can't be a part of this game, I can see where we have a little bit of worry. I mean, look at Dark Souls 2. Miyazaki wasn't anywhere near that game, and look how it came out. Dark Souls 2 was the second game in the Souls series, and was heavily built upon original and new ideas to try and keep the same type of Souls game intact, but at the same time, make something really unique that can push the series further. Well, we sure got something unique, alright? We got something super unique in the form of Dark Souls 2. But the point is, Nightreign is going to be using the majority of animations, weapons, bosses, and whatever from Elden Ring. And I'd say from the Dark Souls series as well, besides the already seen bosses. Plus, there are new things being added to the game. It's not like there's nothing new. There are new weapons. It looks like some new gadgets, new bosses even. There's new stuff in the game. It's not like there's no creativity being put into the game. It's like there's not anything new being into the game, you know? I don't necessarily think this is a bad thing either, as this is going to be a standalone title. This isn't a main entry. So it's not like they're not trying to deliver us a good game. It's not like they're trying to just push out a game just to push out there. You know, they're clearly putting some love and effort into this. I can feel the passion and the love in the trailer. It's more of a spin-off game, and I think that's the reality people need to come to terms with. I hear a lot of complaining about the amazing Souls lore being potentially destroyed with the release of Nightreign, as it introduces new bosses from other games. But I for one think if the game tells us not to take the lore too seriously, or aspects of the game too seriously in a lore sense, that would be perfectly fine. This is a spin-off. I really don't care what anyone says. This game does not need balls to the walls lore in every crevice and crack in it. Out of all my rambles and opinions, I figure this is the one that's going to get the most pushback and flag, as I know there are a lot of people that are crazy about the lore, but let me tell you something. Gameplay, game design, game world comes first, in my opinion, as do a lot of other people. And if Dark Souls, Elden Ring, Bloodborne weren't fun to play, they just weren't good games to pick up and play, I don't think as many people would care about the lore as there are. I'm not saying a game can't have really bad gameplay and not have good lore. I mean, we've seen that before. It's not like there's no games that play like ass but have awesome lore. But I think as a whole, there would be a lot less people interested in the lore if the game wasn't fun to play. Because a lot of what makes the lore fun is when a lot of people finish their first Souls game or just another Souls game, they're left with questions, and these questions, you know, get turned into a YouTube search, an internet search that can lead to speculation online, video theories, all sorts of stuff, and then you just create this big, you know, dichotomy of people expressing their love for the game and all these crazy lore ideas and whatever, and that's awesome. But there wouldn't be nearly as many people like that if the game was not fun to play. And that's my point. I think Nightreign is going to be a super fun game, and I think that's one of the most important things to take into consideration. Even if it doesn't have insane lore, I think this game needs to aim to be super fun, super replayable, and just, you know, in general, be a fun game to pick up and play and hopefully play over and over again. Now I know Vaati Vidya already made a video, a pretty decently long video going over Nightreign. It's titled "What Nightreign's Like to Play," and in that video he sort of goes over the Fortnite aspect of it, how we'll have 3 days to complete a extraction style of mission or whatever. How every character starts at level 1, and even some thoughts on why someone like Nameless King is in the game. And then his just general thoughts. And on the other side of the spectrum, if for say they do make lore implications, I think we can assure that the lore implications will be meticulously thought out before getting blasted out the kitchen, alright? I think Nightreign is going to be amazing. The thing is, FromSoftware, they do not make bad games. Besides one. We have the infrastructure built for this game already, ensuring that even if Miyazaki isn't a part of it, I think we are in for a treat. Souls players complain and complain and complain. Why don't we appreciate the beautiful works of art that these games are? Remember, everyone complained about the $40 price tag for the DLC for Elden Ring, and then it was nominated to win Game of the Year as a DLC? Like, what? That honestly doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. But, you know, I can get down with the sickness. I can appreciate it. It's funny. It's awesome. And it was a damn good DLC at that. This company constantly underpromises and over-delivers. That's just their motto. This is a team of devs that are going to make a banger game. I think their goal is to make a really fun playing spin-off dungeon crawler type of game to be played with friends. That's going to have small bits of lore implications, secret bosses and fights through the randomness of the game, as well as a super fresh replayable game that is trying to do something tiny bit differently. And because this company isn't making a stunning gourmet all-you-can-eat lobster dish, and is deciding instead on making a plate with steak, ribs, and buttery rolls in a you know, wine, like little wine glass drink or whatever. I think fans are prematurely pissing themselves for seemingly no reason. If this game sucks, it's actually awful, filled with microtransactions, whatever, which I don't think is even a remote possibility, you know, then I can admit that I was wrong, and fans like me, you know, were wrong, you know. But in all honesty, we've barely gotten any idea of the creative output that is truly going to go into this game. It's not even out yet. Like, can we relax? I think this is going to be an awesome and unique Souls experience. This game is going to be different. That much is certain, but different isn't always bad. It's just a different set of ideas and creative output. And like I said, Vaati Vidya has a much longer video going over meticulously all over throughout the game and design and how it's going to play out. So I'll leave that video in the comments if you guys would like to check it out. I think it's a really good video. But with that said, yeah, that's sort of just my little ramble on Elden Ring Nightreign. I think it's going to be good. I think if you're a Souls fan, if you're a true diehard Souls fan, you're going to obviously give this game a chance. But I truly think this is going to be another banger that FromSoft puts out. And you know, if they play their cards right, they do enough really cool, unique things to the game, like constant updates. Almost make it a live service game, but don't make it a really shitty live service game. I can see myself putting loads of hours into this game. But anyways, I hope this style of video wasn't too weird and jarring. I hope I got my opinion off in a well-educated manner. Like I said, this is sort of my first type of video where I just kind of talking to the mic like this about a set of ideas, you know, in a game, going over my opinion on the game and trying to go over a little bit of skepticism. But the point is, I have very high hopes for this game, and it honestly breaks my little soul's heart that there are so many people bashing it when it's not even out yet. I mean, give it a break, give it a rest. I'm looking forward to Elden Ring Nightreign, and I think you should be too. I think you'd be a fool to not at least give this game a chance, and I think you'd be a real fool to not give it a chance. I really do. But anyways, with that said, I hope you guys have a good morning, evening, or night, and let me know what you guys thought about this style of video. I know I could have done a better job, made it a bit longer, whatever. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.